is my experience with the all new Punch Out, NES mod or NES ROM hack, whatever you want to call it. All right. Now, this game originally came out, or this ROM hack came out, not game, because it is a ROM hack of the Punch Out NES game. And I know I've already made ROM hack Punch Out videos before, so this is kind of going to fall in line with that little mini Punch Out ROM hack series. But, series of videos anyway. So, basically, this ROM hack came out back in like 2008, 2009, and it basically replaces all the fighters with, not, I wouldn't say brand new fighters, I would say like fighters with new faces and stuff like that, but like the move set and all that other sort of stuff, as I'm going to get more into this, my experience video is going to be like completely unique to it. That is literally what it's going to be about, and let's just get right into the game, shall we? So, alrighty, we're going to start with this. So, The Sandman. So, The Sandman is pretty much like fake-ass, I think his son. I think Mr. Sandman's actual kid. I think that's what we're looking at. I didn't know. I never understood. But this is the title screen for the all-new Punch-Out right here. The all-new question mark Punch-Out. Oh, yeah, and also, what makes this game kind of cool is that Von Kaiser is Little Mac's coach in this game. Constantine Von. Okay, I gotta stop that. That's a little crazy, bro. That's a little crazy. Nah, but seriously, Von Kaiser as Little Mac's manager is freaking hilarious, because if you guys know, in Punch Out NES and even in Punch Out Wii. Hello, can I get a shout out? Marlon Devato, how you doing? EP? But anyways, in the NES game and the Wii game, Von Kaiser was your opponent, and just seeing him as your manager is actually kind of funny. I like him as the manager. But anyway, so let's start with our first opponent, right? Let's open the game up. So basically, you start with Gabby J. Now, nuh-uh indeed. But anyways, so Gabby J. You're probably wondering, wait a minute, why couldn't you record the footage for the ROM hack? Because I just didn't bother recording it, like having my own video for the thing. I just didn't bother. And I kind of forgot, so that's why I'm using somebody else's footage. Bizarro 13's footage of this, by the way. So, shout out to Bizarro 13. But anyway, so, Gabby J, right? So, since most of the opponents in this game are pretty much just reskins of, like, the ones from NES Punch-Out, pretty much all these guys, right, are, like, NES Punch-Out, what is it? ROM hackers, you know what I mean? Or not NES ROM hackers. Did I say NES ROM hackers? I meant to say. But, what I was gonna say was basically this game right here is pretty much like a Punch-Out palette swap. You know, like Wario is the announcer for this version. Gabby J is just Glass Joe. So it kind of falls in line with that. And you know, when I was playing this, going through the all-new Punch-Out ROM hack, I was happy to be playing Punch-Out again, but a part of me just kind of wanted, like, something, like, a little bit, like, refreshing, you know what I mean? Like, more refreshing than what the all-new Punch-Out kind of gives me, because, don't get me wrong, the all-new Punch-Out, I respect the creator going out of his way to trying his best to spice up Punch-Out NES the best way he can, right? By giving us, you know, having us fight Gabby J, having us fight, I don't even know who the fuck this, look, Pizza Pasta or Pasta Pete, you know, the brother of Pizza Pasta, I don't know what the fuck, right? But basically, he's a clone of Von Kaiser. And then let's go to Aaron Ryan, which Aaron Ryan is just a clone of Piston Honda. And this is Aaron Ryan from the Super Nintendo, not Aaron Ryan from Wii. So this is obviously before the reboot Aaron Ryan came to play, or maybe this is based around, well, it is 2008, so a year before Aaron Ryan for Wii would actually come up out of the woodwork, out of nowhere. But yeah, I remember when seeing this game, and I kind of went, man, I gotta be, I mean, I wouldn't say desperate, but I would say, like, man, you gotta be, like, really out of Punch-Out games to really kind of give this one, you know, like, to give this one a chance, to give this one a play, you know? I mean, I'm not saying really, I mean, you don't have to be desperate, it's just, I don't think the differences for this game kind of qualify it to being more new. How do you download the ROM hack? I can't really display that information, otherwise I'll get in trouble. But because I know that's how YouTube works nowadays. Is if you talk about a ROM hack, just know you can't give any providing download links. You have to do that yourself or find it yourself, or I'd have to give you another video or something like that. But anyways, so as I was saying, right, was when I was playing this, you know, going through the game over and over again. I mean, this was cool, seeing Vaughn and shit on the bike. Raffaello, what's up? How you doing? Pedo. Joseph, nah, man. If yours in the hood, then you clap your... If you's in the hood, then do you clap your homie's cheeks? No, I'm not in any sort of gang, alright? But anyways, so this was cool. Alright. So after you see this cutscene, you know, you get to fight H. Kagaru. So if you don't remember who this dude is, basically he replaces Don Flamenco as your next fighter. And what is it? He basically is that one dude from Super Punch-Out. So basically, also, this game, by the way, takes fighters from Super Punch-Out and other Punch-Out entries and spin-offs, and then kind of, like, just turns them into fighters in this game, which I do like. I really do like that, but, like, you know, Fred's Cool Punch-Out obviously kind of did what he did, but better. Even Fred's Cool Punch-Out 1, even though that one as well was just kind of like a skinned, like all the moves were the same, but it's just like the characters were completely different. And maybe one of them had like one or two different moves, but Heko Kagaru, you know, didn't really have anything new to his kid, and you just beat his ass. And then we get to this fighter right here, which is kind of weird. I'm a sub. Hey, that was dope. Thank you. TV Hippo. See, I don't remember what the fuck a TV Hippo is, but basically he's just a blue King Hippo, literally, on his art. He's just a blue King Hippo, and he goes down like King Hippo, so not even a fight. But then we get this dude, right? Alien Tendo. I don't know what. This was probably the most confusing one, but if you don't know, he's a clone, or he's skinned over the Great Tiger. And I kind of like his art right here because, you know, it shows him as an alien. It also shows the UFOs, and I don't know what the fuck that is right there. I didn't even notice that when playing. But, from Planet... What the fuck? Like, what is Planet Oineg? I don't know. But basically, his fight is fucking easy. If you know how to dodge the magic punch, it's not even a fight. It's a joke. I didn't even know how to star punch him, actually. So, actually, you know what? Maybe I should do some Great Tiger practice. Because I can only knock him down in, like, a minute or 2 minutes. So, he's going to see his magic punch. But if you can beat his ass really quickly, then you'll get it. But this was probably one of the cool ones. TV Hippo is Captain N Hippo. Oh, I didn't know that. There's always something outside my place. But anyways, the Mask X. So, the Mask X is actually really cool. I actually love this, and it makes complete sense why he would be a reskin of just Bald Bull, but like as a different alias, right? Because if you don't know who Mask X is, he is from the game called Arm Wrestling, and basically Bald Bull decides to arm wrestle, I guess a year or so after this game came out, and said, you know what, let me test my arm strength, and said, Yeah, he's from arm wrestling. Arm wrestling threw in the reference to Punch Out, and ever since then, because he was been in the game, they just kind of considered it a Punch Off spin-off, you know? What's up, Lucas? How you doing? But yeah, I remember Mask X. I struggled with Mask X because it's Bald Bull. And I can't remember if it was Bald Bull 2, but this is Bald Bull 1 version of Mask X, so obviously easier than Bald Bull 2. Bald Bull 2 Mask X. But anyways, you guys know the cutscenes and stuff. And then Aaron Ryan comes back, which we don't need to talk about Aaron Ryan because you already know. We have Wario as an announcer? Yeah, we do. We have Wario as an announcer. But anyways, this is probably one of the weirder opponents. I never understood this. Max Muscle. So you're telling me Max Muscle takes off the mask, has a fucking Avatar logo on the top of his head like he's trying to be Aang up in this bitch. Oh, what's up, Dachi? How you doing, too? Like, you're telling me he has all this shit, but yet, like, look how big this fucker is when you see him. Look at this. Now, obviously, he takes on Soda Popinski's fighting style, so he's not completely unique. But the fact that they gave him this type of design for Max Muscle instead of giving him his iconic, you know, not his iconic, but more of his super punch-out look was kind of funny and kind of weird at the same time. In my opinion, it was weird and kind of funny. But anyways, then you fight Mask X again, which he's harder, and it's just Bald Bull 2. Then same with Kaneko, and then, you know. But this dude was different. Let me explain this dude. So, after the rematches you have with Bald Bull and other dude, this guy has Aang's head arrow for rock. That's what I was saying. From all Morbolin. So, this dude, if you're wondering what this dude is all about, he's from Hyrule City, and basically he's a Zelda enemy. Like, he's a Zelda, like, boxer, right? And basically he takes the appearance of Mr. Sandman, right? So basically when I fought him, I was basically fighting Mr. Sandman again. And if you're wondering if I use save states or not, yes and no. I use save states throughout, I think I just use save states throughout the whole playthrough, or like half the playthrough. Like, what I mean by half is like around, I'd probably say around Mr. Sandman was when I was truly using save states for this game. But everybody else, again, I was just boxing the fuck up because I just knew what to do, you know. But anyways, yeah, Moblin. Yeah, this dude was fucking tough. He was kicking my ass all the time, but since, you know, it's Mr. Sandman's move set and shit, obviously, like, this dude was like, of course he was gonna kick my ass. That guy was educated by the air nomads and their culture confirmed. Varrock. Watch the trailer for All New Punch-Out in the stream. It has the best soundtrack. Alright, I'll give it a watch. You know, I'll watch that too to kind of promote how cool this is, you know, a little bit. But the thing is, right, so, you know, I kind of made, like, this comparison, like, to Fred's Cool Punch-Out and Fred Cool Punch-Out 2. Keep this in mind, this was 2008 when Punch-Out wasn't getting shit for ROM hacks. So the mere thing, keep this in mind, this is what you got to think about when looking at this, right? I'm noticing throughout the course of this stream that I'm kind of disrespecting this game a little bit by saying, oh, you guys know he's a skin swap of this, he's a skin swap of that. They may be skin swaps of the original fighters, but keep this in mind, y'all. This is 2008/2009 material, okay, where a dude just decided to go in, change the coding for all the characters, skin color, and this shit must have taken ages just to do, right? This shit must have taken a very long time to do. And the fact that he decided to go out of his way to make this ROM hack, not Bizarro 13, but dude who created it, you know, much respect. You know, I shouldn't be fucking saying, oh, you know, skin swap of this, but it's just the truth. It is. But it's like, okay, and then you in 2008, Alan, with the technology, you go ahead and fucking do that. That's why, like, Fred's Cool Punch-Out obviously expanded upon this one, because it's like it came out later. So, like, where people are just NES ROM hacking so much easier now in comparison to probably back then, you know, back in 2008, 2007. It's a miracle that we even got this back in 2008, 2007 and stuff. So I should really put some more respect on its name, and I apologize. if I sounded kind of mean to the ROM hack and not giving it the proper, the proper respect that it deserves. But anyways, so after this, we got Frank Jr., right? I did not understand where this guy came from, who this motherfucker is, but it was so cool seeing Super Macho Man be swapped with this dude. I kind of liked it a little bit, seeing Frank Jr., because it confused me, right? When you're fighting this man. I still don't know how Super Macho Man beat Mr. Sandman, but whatever. Now, he's fighting all the stars, so it easily can knock him out. I can't do that shit, but basically, he was a crazy fight. And then we have, the one and legendary, the Dream fight. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bashful Sandman. Alright? So, the Boastful Sandman. So, this Mr. Sandman right here, he is not Mr. Sandman, he is just Sandman, the Sandman. So it's either Mr. Sandman's kid or like a younger version of Mr. Sandman, right? Because I remember when I was reading ROM Hacking's description on this game, and basically it was saying, hey, take on all the fighters and see Mr. Sandman's son at the top, because he's waiting for yo bitch ass to be at the top, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. So is he just Mike Tyson? He's Mike Tyson, all right. Which, again, I can't bitch like this. Ooh, he really tried to super punch that motherfucker. Black Sandman from Spider-Man XD? I don't know, bro. I don't know. But yeah, basically, the Sandman, I don't know. A part of me didn't fight him. I don't know, because I'm just kind of tired of fighting fake-ass Mr. Mike Tysons and Mr. Dreams. You know what I mean? Like, I remember when I got to this point in the game, because I beat everybody else, and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. A part of me doesn't want to fight this dude. Not because I'm afraid, not because of, like, a whole I'm afraid arc, but, Mr. Dream / Atama Tyson, you're right, Lucas, you're right. Because those two, right, when I fought those two, I'm not saying that they didn't mean something, or Faz. Faz was also pretty cool, because Faz actually had a different moveset. He wasn't just Mike Tyson clone. He actually was Mike Tyson clone and then some. The Sandman is Mr. Sandman's son of the NES Sandman, and the Sandman was in the Wii, and that's why he keeps saying Dad. Oh, what the fuck? The Sandman is Mr. Sandman's son of the NES. Sandman and the Sandman was in the Wii, and that's why he keeps saying Dad. Imagine if that was the case. Like, the Sandman is actually the Sandman we fight in Wii in comparison to his dad. That would be wild. But nah, his dad would probably be the one in Wii. But anyways, yeah, again, I didn't fight him because there was just, because you guys know Faz from Fred's Cool Punch-Out 2. I already fought him. I already fought dude from Fred's Cool Punch-Out 1, the final dude there. You know what I mean? And then, obviously going through NES, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, where I fought Mike Tyson himself. And then I fought Mr. Dream in the Punch-Out, re-release, 1990 version of it. You know what I mean? So it's like I fought so many different versions of practically the same dude that, like, when I fought this dude, right, when I came this dude, and by the way, I played and beat this before, not him, but I played this before I beat Mike Tyson in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. But before even beating Mike Tyson, I still fought so many of the same dude that it just kind of demotivated me to keep going, or kind of just denied the push to beat him, because he's just a fake. Because I couldn't help but think about it the whole time. He's just a fake. He's not the real one, in comparison to, again, Mike Tyson or Mr. Dream or Mr. Sandman from Punch-Out Wii, you know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean, in general. So it's like, to me, like, if I beat him before Mike Tyson or anything like that, like the original, Mike Tyson from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out or whatever, to me, it's just going to go stale, you know what I mean? It's not going to feel good, and it's just not good, that's just, I know it's a weird take, right, on like why I didn't want to finish the game, but it's just how I felt. But anyways, must see the all new Punch-Out trailer. Let's check this out, right? That's a fucking ad. Damn, this is old. 11 years ago. Hello, my name is JPG. The actual reason he says dad in this story is because the Sandman still believes he is a kid like he is in the ROM hack. And back in the day, his dad, the NES version of Sandman, would pick him up after. Is this the one you wanted me to watch? Coming soon to an NES emulator near you. Oh shit, the Sandman, he's waiting to kick your ass. Okay, this was kind of cool for what you wanted to show me. So you said there was a second trailer? I don't know who it's by, but this is not the trailer if you... Then where is it? The fuck? I want to see what rated JPG did. Oh, he hasn't uploaded in 15 years. Holy sh... Is it the all-new Punch-Out trailer too? Is it this one that you wanted me to see? This one? I think it might be this one. Oh, he put the fucking... Oh, dude, this is early 2000s energy written all over that shit. I heard this song very recently. Ganon will reward me after I destroy you, see? Never judge a fighter for the color of his skin, even if it's purple. This is cool. I like this. Can you beat the Sandman? No, not that Sandman. This is cool. Yo, rated JGP or JPG. This is fucking cool. Bro, Von Kaiser and Mac trying to beat... Because I remember, like I said, like about this game, the reason why it's so cool is because this was before like Punch-Out Wii. This was before a lot of things were happening in the Punch-Out series. Is it cool? Thank me if it's cool, dude. I think it's cool, but like, because keep this in mind, y'all. This is before that Punch-Out song from Smash Bits came out. Punch-Out Game Over, I think OC Remix. That shit, I listened to that song, actually. It's pretty sad. It's like, it talks about Little Mac losing a lot, and basically his flair, you know, isn't all there, or he couldn't do it, right? Some shit like that. That shit was sad. That was sad indeed. Like, really fucking sad. I felt bad for Mac in that song. But that trailer for the game, like, that shit made me want to buy it, bro. Like, that shit made me want to, like, get it. But obviously, you know, it's a ROM hack. So if you ever purchase, by the way, let anyone know, if you ever purchase a ROM hack, you got scammed, okay? Don't ever purchase a ROM hack with actual money. Do not do that, because you're getting scammed. I don't care if they have a way for you to put it on a cartridge, on an NES cartridge, and it plays on an actual NES. You got scammed, my guy. Only play a ROM hack if it's free. Or, you know what I mean? Don't play a ROM hack with a price tag behind it, because ROM hacks aren't meant for that. They're only meant to be free. But anyways, I like this. And you know, it is cool. That's why I was like, Frank Jr., a freaking Ganondorf enemy, freaking an alien from space, you know, getting to fight these things, even if they were skins of previous characters, you know, from the original game. It does give you that, like, that NES Punch-Out flair, kind of like flare up back in you, because it's familiar but also unfamiliar with the appearances of the characters. And I think that's actually really cool. You know, I know there's probably a lot of people that probably think this game is fucking lame, and it's done its time. You know, it's a 2008 ROM hack, so it's like whatever. And I'm surprised he hasn't come back to doing any sort of Punch-Out ROM hacking to kind of like touch up on his skills and show the world that it's like, hey, I can still do this shit. You know what I mean? And that makes me want ROM hacks or some type of shit for Punch-Out Wii or Super Punch-Out. You know what I mean? Make the fighters brand new, unique, something crazy. But people, you know, are barely making like NES ROM hack files for like Punch-Out Wii or Punch-Out Super Punch-Out or something, because it's kind of hard to do that for that game and all sorts of shit. Or maybe have like a ROM hack where it's like you take out that other dude and put Little Mac in there. There is a Punch-Out Wii ROM hack. There is? Oh yeah, it's where you're fighting, like you're being the contender versions of all the characters and, you know, that shit. But, and it's crazy that no one's really ROM hacking Punch-Out anymore, which this is probably the reason what made me sad the most, because when I finished all the Punch-Out games, and I finished Fred's Cool Punch-Out 1 and 2, it really felt like there was no Punch-Out for me left. And I really mean this, because I can play Punch-Out Wii a million times over, and same with Punch-Out NES, and same with Super Punch-Out, and same with the arcade games, but like, eventually, you're gonna want something new, right? And I felt like, for a little bit, like the all-new Punch-Out ROM hack provided me with like a somewhat new Punch-Out experience, because as you guys know, there's a lot of Punch-Out fakes, like fake Punch-Out games out there that people decide to get their Punch-Out fix on. You know what I mean? And I don't know, to me, I don't think anybody can really like emulate like the idea of Punch-Out like perfectly, like the way I would want it, right? And I know there's probably Wade Hickson's Counter Punch, which that one a lot of people really hold in high regard in terms of being they hold, sorry, I froze for a second. They hold it in high regard as like this legendary Punch-Out game for the Game Boy Advance. For anyone that wanted Punch on the Game Boy Advance, they would have you play Wade Hickson's Counter Punch. And you know, I kind of wish Matt kind of got his face on the Game Boy Advance, so there'd at least be like more games I could play a Little Mac, even if it was like an NES port with a brand new fighter in it. I would give it a play and give it a talk. You know, just to me, Punch-Out only having 6 to 7 games in its franchise is actually really sad, because this series deserves way more games on Nintendo's library. I don't care for new systems, you know what I mean? Like new systems in the future, like Switch 2 or Nintendo Switch, like a remake of Punch-Out on physical. I'm getting a physical copy of the new Punch-Out when it comes out. It's just like, it's just crazy that now I live in a world where it's like Punch-Out is over, it's done. I've played all the games and pretty much there's still ROM hacks of Punch-Out I can play out there, like Bald Bull's Punch-Out, where you just fight 13 to 12 different Bald Bulls over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, which I don't know if you guys want me to talk about that, but though it is going to get kind of repetitive talking about just Bald Bull's Punch-Out, but I might do it just so I can continue talking about Punch-Out. But it's like, after playing all the official games, it's like all you really can do is like either continuously play the entries that are available to you on those said systems until you're bored out your mind and don't want to play them anymore, or until you perfect them, or you go and find like Punch-Out NES ROM packs that you play for the rest of time until you get bored of those. And it's like, man, that sucks. Like, that actually sucks. That's what I hate about the Punch-Out franchise is that what I just said right there, what could happen to a player. And I'm not saying this happens to every single Punch-Out player. Might have at a point, but I'm not saying this happens to every player. I'm just saying, like, the mere fact that shit, you know, like the wanting, the having the want, the need to punch it out, you know what I mean, against somebody, you know, no, well, not against somebody in a video game in the Punch-Out universe. It's just, the idea of wanting to freaking punch Mr. Sam. I'm sorry, but my YouTube keeps fucking closing out on me. Like I said, you can get that satisfaction from Wii with Last Stand, but a part of me feels like if I do Last Stand too much, I feel like I am going to get bored of it, and then my whole opinion on the game is going to change due to just how long I'm going on it and understanding the patterns after I master it. You know what I mean? Like, being a perfectionist is cool sometimes, but other times it's like, I don't want my enjoyment for this game to be ruined, which is why I put Wii down the way I did in my experience with Punch-Out Wii video. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. The all-new Punch-Out ROM hack and both its trailers that we watched in today's stream were actually really cool. It kind of brought me back to a time, like a more simpler time with advertisements and how they weren't super crazy and wanting your money and stuff. Just commercials with passion behind it, even if it was low budget or whatever people want to say about these trailers that we watched. I really appreciate his effort to the Punch-Out franchise. You know, like he not only made a ROM hack for hundreds, if not thousands of people to play around the world that were really feeling that Punch-Out, that were really wanting that Punch-Out kick. You know, he not only did that, but he also advertised his own ROM hack. I've never seen anyone freaking go on YouTube and make their own freaking ads for their ROM hack. And that ROM hack, and every ROM hack, keep this in mind, are passion projects. And he's also promoting it, you know, as a passion project. You know what I mean? To the world. That's what he decided to do. He out of every Punch-Out fan, he decided to do that. He decided to make badass trailers for his game for people to play. And that's all he wanted, was people to play this ROM hack, for people to still be interested in Punch-Out and not, you know, give up on that Punch-Out NES flair, you know, because Nintendo wasn't releasing any games, which is why I respect this man. You know what I mean? He took it he out of his way. 2008 when these games were fucking coming out. Back in 2008, this second trailer came out. 35,000 views, dude. A few days after my birthday, too. Keep that in mind. I'm up to max muscle, pretty good hack. I've been laughing from the start. Nice job with the hack so far, man. Googie. You do know it's Mr. Sandman, right? And yes, I've seen Team Awesome Thing. 5, don't get it wrong. I rated JPG created the all-new Punch-Out. Yes, with the mark something they couldn't even get right, with one and only one purpose in mind: to provide fans with an alternative game for a long time, and beloved franchise which haven't received a sequel since 1994's Super Punch-Out for the Super Nintendo, until Punch-Out Wii was published in 2009, just for the heck of it. A true work of love many wonderful people have appreciated and commended. And I can agree. Like, dude, rated JPG, man, you are a legend. You know, I want to promote this channel. Go subscribe, dude. I know he doesn't upload anymore, but the mere fact that he decided to do this, he decided to get in a ring, an actual ring, and show, like, himself and do this. And even in his first trailer, which was crazy, you know? Like, this dude went out of his way to do that for Punch-Out. You don't see people do that shit when they create ROM hacks. You know, they create ROM hacks, and then they just kind of fuck off from the world, right? They move on, which I don't blame them. Not a lot of people decide to do that. But the fact that he did, it just shows how much he loved the Punch-Out franchise. And it just shows Nintendo that there is so many people out there that are just wanting Punch-Out to come back after Punch-Out Wii. And like I said, yes, you can play Punch-Out Wii all day long, 7 days a week, but it still doesn't excuse the fact that it hasn't gotten a new entry since 2009. And yes, I know Little Mac is in Smash Bros, which is cool. Just play Smash Bros if you want to play Little Mac. It's like, dude, it's different. The Punch-Out series is different. We need Punch-Out to come back. You know what I mean? I wonder where JPG is now. Let's speculate later or on the stream. Like, I wonder where rated JPG is too, a little bit. Because he hasn't uploaded on YouTube since 2008, you know? And then he kind of went off the internet for a while and hasn't really done anything. You know, and it's like, I wonder if he's okay, you know, like, is he still around with us? Or, like, what happened to him, you know what I mean? Because he hasn't uploaded in 15 years. You would think, like, he would keep making ROM hacks of Punch-Out NES, you know, and improving his skills and kind of, you know, morphing, or at least give the next generation of Punch-Out ROM hackers the what's up, the heads up, like, hey, this is what you got to do for this and that, you know, to make your stuff. Master Fred's last tweet was in 2020, by the way. Are you serious? Master Fred's last tweet was 2020? I mean, to be honest, this is what I speculate about rated JPG and probably Master Fred and the other Punch-Out ROM hackers and stuff. I mean, they all have their own lives to live. You know what I mean? So, like, think about it like this. They all have their own bills to pay. They all have to find their own houses to live in, or parents' houses, or whatever, right? I think they're just living their lives. Because, you know, not everyone can be on YouTube 24/7 or be on social media 24/7. You know, some of these guys have jobs. Some of the, like, a lot of these people have jobs. So they pretty much did this out of a passion. And it's like, maybe that's what they're doing. They're just living life, you know, not really thinking about being on the internet, just kind of playing whatever they like to do or do whatever they like to do. And that's what I think anyway. That's what happened with rated JPG. That's what I think he decided to do. He decided just to live life, not really upload anymore, not really be on YouTube. Probably still watches YouTube, but just hasn't uploaded on YouTube. That's probably what's happened. Good day, brother. Kahenson Hardy, how you doing? We're just talking about rated JPG, the creator of this ROM hack, the all-new Punch-Out ROM hack, which, I'm going to be honest, again, I just want to say this, that much respect to him. Even if he doesn't upload or doesn't create anything ever again, much respect to him for what he has given us in terms of Punch-Out content, you know, giving us the all-new Punch-Out, giving us a new game that we could keep going. I get where you're going, but going off of the internet for 15 years is a bit abnormal. It is a bit abnormal, but maybe he forgot his password for the YouTube account and he couldn't make a new one, or he couldn't get everyone that knew about his old one to get over to the new one. Or maybe he did sadly pass away. And I don't want to think like that, but maybe he sadly did. Which that shit would make me really sad, to be honest. But anyways. Thank you, Rated JPG. I don't know your real name, but thank you for providing us with the all-new Punch-Out. Because, honestly, the game is really cool. Even if I didn't decide to finish it, finish the Sandman off, I still appreciated my time with it. Because it was cool. It was a cool ROM hack with cool things. Like Frank Jr., Max Muscle looking like a fucking air nomad. You know what I mean? If you like Watermelon and you know it, clap your hands. Oh, I love Watermelon. Rip the Bulldog in the trailer. Yeah, for real. Zuko, what's up, my dude? Hey, what's up, Zuko? How you doing? Just getting done with this vid. But yeah, I think that's exactly how I'm going to end it. But I do have like one more thing I kind of want to put in here. Just to kind of, I don't know why, but I just thought about it, but the game over theme, the game over remix song. I don't know if it's copyrighted. But yeah, Little Mac's Confession, Punch-Out OC Game Over Remix, right? But this is kind of how I feel, right? When I think about, like, not having any new entries in Punch-Out, right? And this is before the Nintendo Direct. I don't know if Nintendo Direct's going to actually whip out a new Punch-Out or anything, but it's kind of how I feel a little bit. So I kind of listened to this song kind of just thinking, like, damn, we really should have gone. Smash Bitch is still around, but the views are drying up. Yeah, Smash Bitch is still around, which it'd be cool if he made another Punch-Out song, because I loved his Punch-Out song deeply. And this is another thing I want to, like, actually talk about in this video. Before that Smash Bit song, and obviously before the Glass Joe song, I'm going to actually, right? Before those songs came out, Little Mac's Confession is all we had in terms of Punch-Out lyric videos, in terms of Punch-Out music videos. So this was like the original Punch-Out lyric song somebody decided to make. Before Smash Bits came out and made his, before somebody made one for Glass Joe, before everybody got theirs, this was like the original Little Mac song, the original Punch-Out song. Punch-Out. And it's like seeing people use that in their game trailers. It's fucking sick. And the lyrics kind of goes like this, right? Are you Sigma? No, I'm not Sigma. But, it goes, Doc, I know I've let you down. God, because you counted on me, but David beating Goliath just wasn't meant to be. Like, this is literally the lyrics, right? Here, I'm going to pause the song, actually, and just tell you all the lyrics. This is why it's sad, right? What's my star compared to Dynamite? AKA, he's talking about Mike Tyson here. What's my star compared to Dynamite? A quite pathetic fight. Let's keep it clean. Punch out. You know? Mr. Dream has turned into a nightmare. His fist had a taste of steel. I flinched from his assaulting apparitions became real. Some hooks, a barrage of his claws. My heartbeat took a pause. Let's keep it clean. Punch out. So thick, the darkness that surrounds. that surrounds. I entered the dreamless rest. The KO countdown faded as I greeted unconsciousness. Forgive me for failing you. I disillusioned you. My best just wasn't good enough. This shit. I'm a Sigma Mu every day. Oh, that's not good. If you like chicken and you know it, clap your clap. You know it, clap toy hand. Like, listening to this song, and this is the only Punch-Out song we had before Smash Bits came out and other folks came out to make the other lyric videos for Punch-Out. This shit made me sad because it gives you a message that Little Mac actually did lose. You know what I mean? Or he did lose. He has some confessions, like those losses he had. You know, he lost. And he feel like he let Doc Lewis down by losing after all the training he did. You know, and it's just, this is the song we had before those other songs came out. This is all we had. And by the way, the rock music is badass. I love the old aesthetic that Punch-Out kind of got from this song. I do love that whole thing. It's amazing. But god damn it, dude. This being probably the first Little Mac song that had lyrics, or first Punch-Out song that actually had lyrics. It's sad. And after, you know, Rated JPG put it into his ROM hack, it made me feel even more sad because it's like, damn, he didn't make another ROM hack, and Punch-Out's kind of been out the water again for another 10 years without any new games. So people are just going back to the NES ROM hacks, or the Super Punch-Out ROM hacks, or the Punch-Out Wii ROM hacks, or there's the Punch-Out series in general, and playing it, and then just kind of going into it. And then there's new people that get into the Punch-Out series and see that and then there's new people that come into the Punch-Out series like myself, discovers everything about it, or almost everything about it, and sees that there's nothing new. And unlike me, those other people that got into it probably left after one or two entries because it's like, oh damn, the series isn't even here anymore. What's the point of playing, or what's the point of being a fan of it? And this is probably the saddest thing about being a fan of a video game series that hasn't been on the air for a while, or hasn't gotten anything new in a while, is that the realization that you're going to get so many new folks coming into the series, realizing there's not a whole lot of entries for them to play for years on end, and there's only just a few entries, and then they're just going to leave after a year or two and not give a fuck about it, you know, a few years from now. And it's like that shit makes me sad. And it makes me wish Punch-Out wasn't like that, but it kind of ended up being that way. Xavier Red, I don't have Instagram. I love this fucking series so much, and yet for it to be treated the way it is by Nintendo, I just hope Nintendo does release a new game for the series one day. But I hope all the Punch-Out fans and people that have never played support this game, because it isn't gonna be like ARMS where it's just a fucking failure, bro. You know, you gotta... My fucking cat is just going off the walls because he's still hungry, even though I fed him at 6, or he's meowing at Dad, either one of the two. Punch-Out, please come back. I'm crying behind the screen for Rock, dude. And then, and I know this isn't relating to the ROM hack, but again, this is why the ROM hacks exist for Punch-Out, so people don't have to feel that dread of Punch-Out not having new entries and new fans coming and going. You know what I mean? The OG fans, the hardcore fan base, have something to do, you know, in the midst of a new game. That's why, like, when Punch-Out Wii came out, that's why it went crazy, because, you know, it was like people couldn't believe it. Since 1994 to 2009, you know, all those years in between, no new Punch-Out games other than Mac being in something here or there and then having re-releases somewhere. re-releases as in like it's put on the Wii Virtual Store and stuff like that. And then on the Wii U, same thing. It's on their game stores and stuff. So, if you're a Punch-Out fan looking for any sort of ROM hack or a new game to play, give the all-new Punch-Out a try. And give Fred's Cool Punch-Out 1 and 2 a try. Give Bald Bull's Punch-Out a try. Matter of fact, give all the Punch-Out ROM hacks a try. Because it will definitely, potentially for a while anyway, hold you over for at least a little bit and not make you think about wanting a new Punch-Out for a while. If you played all those motherfucking games. All the ROM hacks, even the ones that are just improvement hacks, play them, because sometimes that's literally all we have to kind of hold us over until a new entry comes out, until Nintendo wants to dive their hands into it again. And this is my really last message before I end it, but be appreciative for your game even having ROM hacks. Because not a lot of franchises are like this, where they get ROM hacks of, different versions or completely, fan games and ROM hacks. Please respect them. Please appreciate them with all your heart, because sometimes franchises don't get that lucky. And they end up just not having anything for years to come, and people won't get to experience that. That's why you see a lot of people want Punch-Out Wii to be put on the fucking Switch, because it was so good. That's why people want this to be on Switch, to be on the Wii U, you know what I mean? To be on the Switch, Switch 2, Switch 3, you know what I mean? So the Switch fans can experience the beauty of Punch-Out Wii. And then, we get a new entry that expands upon Wii's gameplay and stuff from Next Level Games or from another company or another studio or whatever. And, they're able to do that stuff. But anyways, can you tell me the ROM hack name? The ROM hack's name is what's in the title. The all-new Punch-Out. That's what the ROM hack's name is. The all-new Punch-Out. But anyways, like, comment, subscribe, favorite. Share the video with friends. Tell them to get into Punch-Out and maybe give this ROM hack a try, because this ROM hack deserves the love, especially after giving it its own trailers and just loving that bitch, like, with all of their heart. And for telling the fans, here's a game, since Nintendo ain't gonna do it, here you go. But remember, guys, respect every ROM hack you come across, even if it's just small improvement ROM hacks and fan games that just fix up the OG game to make it play better. Seriously. Respect all that shit, because, man, the all-new Punch-Out is lit, but it just brought out so much different feelings in me, man. So much different feelings how I feel about the Punch-Out series. You know what, though? I need to end this on a good fucking note. I'm going to end this on a good note. I don't really play ROM hacks. I just mod the game myself. That's fair. But, Punch-Out's going to come back. Don't worry. It's going to come back in some type of form. I don't know what. But, it's going to have some type of return. It may not be the return you want, but it might be something. You just gotta be patient. You gotta be patient. You gotta think about it. Or, actually, no, this is what I'm gonna say, right? In terms of new Punch-Out game, we just gotta be patient, because game development takes a fuckload long time, and it takes hundreds upon hundreds of people in that office for hours upon hours a day just to craft one game, and then the musicians, the artists, the animators, and all that stuff. It takes a lot of people just to make one game. So keep that in mind. That's why like the ROM hacks and the fan games of said series, give those a lot of love because you never know. That might be what you get until the end of time or whatever. But again, I'm out of here. Thank you for watching. And you know what? I think I might go play Bald Bull's Punch Out just to test it out, just to see what it's like so I can give, these Punch Out games a little bit of love, in 2024. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to play. I think I'm going to actually dedicate my time to playing. I think every Punch Out NES ROM hack. I would play Punch Out the definitive project on Scratch, and then as well as the other versions of it. If to answer this last question, if I had like a good computer or laptop, that actually allowed me to have Bluetooth control, I would do that. Or even just on PC, I would have given it a shot, But I don't have any of that type of stuff. So, but anyways, until next time, y'all. Again, like, comment, and subscribe for more my experience videos like this one. Punch out!